My name is Miriam, and I am the CEO and founder of KashBay. I will be starting my presentation a little bit differently by introducing my team first, because I think what's very important about success in my business is the team behind it. I am the CEO, the founder of KashBay. I have been in the telecommunication business since 2002. I helped to launch MobileNet Posa, which is a mobile top-up distributor in 5,000 locations in the United States. In 2009, we launched Jolt Mobile, which is an MVNO, and Expo Mobile. Avi Yerushalmian, our Chief Business Development Officer, he is the CEO of MobileNet, Expo, and Jolt. Human, which is our COO, he's been working for Wells Fargo for the past 6 years. Dan, our app developer, has been developing app for a couple of different banks and healthcare providers. And Eitan has been the CEO of MTS, which is the MVNE for Simple Mobile, one of the biggest MVNOs in the United States. MVNO market, which is the mobile reseller market, has been populated with many casualties. Spot Mobile, Prepaid Mobile, and ESPN, they've been out of business since 2014. Oh, sorry. And there are many, many successful players in the market: TracFone, Simple Mobile, and Page Plus. What they have in common, all of them, is that they are actually working with a very, very low margin, very high churn, and very low customer and channel loyalty. What is the cost of churn for all these MVNOs? They usually actually deal with a churn rate of 40 to 60% annually. Their enterprise value of each customer is $150, with their subscriber acquisition cost of $25 to $50. So if there is an MVNO with 100,000 subs with the revenue per users of $10, on a yearly basis, they will lose $11 million and $100,000. So if they manage to bring their churn down only 1%, they will save over $2 million on a yearly basis. So can you imagine if you're Expo Mobile, for example? You are competing for the customer that you have no idea who they are. These people do not have any bank accounts, any credit cards, and they usually go to a store to just purchase a SIM. So you manage to get this customer, sign up this customer, you pay commission to the dealer to bring you this customer. Next month, the customer has to actually go back to the same retailer to pay their bill. So what happens to this customer? They go to the same dealer. Dealer usually makes more money when they sign up a new customer rather than processing the payment. So what they do, they actually switch your customer to someone else. Again, next month, they just switch it to someone else. So it costs the companies a huge amount of money, usually between $20 to $50 just for the acquisition cost, that it just goes to waste. So that's when we actually saw an opportunity to create a top-up app, which is totally universal, does not have any branding, and it works the same as the dialer on your phone. You never care who your carrier is when you dial a phone. You just press the dialer. So why not just having a top-up app, just top-ups, without caring who the carrier is? So we designed the KashBay top-up app. And what is very important about this app is that it's actually connected to all the MoneyGram locations, so people can actually fund their top-up app with cash. It's white labeled, so the moment the customer actually registers their phone, it just gets branded automatically. It's connected to all of the carriers through an aggregator. And it has a lot of marketing features embedded in it. So now you actually know who your customers are. You can push notification to them. You can tell them your account is being expired, disconnected, your payment is due. So how does the market look like? There are over 150 MVNOs in the US market. And they usually have over 110 million subscribers. And the market size is about $110 billion. The way the market trend goes, we actually had two huge hype in the market. One happened in about 2003, and one happened in 2013. But the market is set to actually be doubled in size in 5 years. As far as the competition in the market, usually because all these carriers compete with each other, they have their own mobile wallet, mostly, or they have their own online stores if people have credit cards. So the problem is usually with people that they want to pay cash. And there are over 60 million people in the US with no credit card or no bank account. So that has been a very difficult part for them to actually take their product off of the stores. The retail store, the problems are that they do not give any customer data to the carriers. And they're really the loyalty and the reward program, so that's the only competition we have for the top-ups. We already actually partnered up with Elite MVNE, which is a billing platform for MVNOs, so they actually can be offered to all the MVNOs. This app is connected to MoneyGram, and MobileNet is acting as an aggregator, so it gets connected to all the different MVNOs.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you. Now it's let's thank you. Let's thank KashBay, and now it's time for questions. Dear jury. Any questions?
I have a question. You spoke about United States, but do you think any other country or market outside United States which you would like to target, or is it actually the right market to target in the first place? Maybe start with some other market.
Actually, outside of US, there is a very huge market, and there are a couple of players that they use mobile wallet, but this can be used anywhere in the world. There's nothing to be limited about it.
Maybe just short second question. So what exactly you want to change from user experience, user behavior? Because those people are used to come to a store next door, or essentially they're used to pay it. You talk about a lot of business problems and how it's bad for business, but can you elaborate a little bit more for consumer perspective?
Absolutely. So what it does, they can go to any MoneyGram location, which is located in all the Walmarts, CVS's, 40,000 locations to fund the top-up with cash. At the same time, if they run out of money in the middle of the night, the store is not open, or it's 7 o'clock Friday night, the store is not open. So it really brings a lot of convenience for the customer. As well, we're doing a lot of marketing part to it, so we can push coupon to them, reward points program, so they can actually get points for all the bill pays that they do.
Quick question. What would you say your core value? Is it the fact that you have a new idea to top up the app, or is there some integration with the mobile, or what is the key takeaway?
So the best thing is that it's the universal top-up app, which actually works with all of them, but at the same time, it won't show all the different mobile carriers to the customer. So it's very much so branded. So if the carrier actually they sign up a new customers, they register the phone number, it's totally branded based on their brand. So it increases their customers' loyalty, brand awareness. Mostly that would be.
My understanding is most MVNOs have their own top-up app, and they are connected to some aggregators as well. So I'm wondering, from a user point of view, why would this be better than that approach? Because for me as a user, if I want to top up, I can top up through their own apps.
Absolutely. If you have a credit card, that's great. Also, the beauty of no contract prepaid is that you're actually free to go anywhere you want to go. So if you just have an app and you want to change it, then you have to have a different app. So with this, it's actually connected to everything. So no matter where you go, we actually will process the payments. But at the same time, you can actually fund it with cash.
But don't some of these top-up apps also integrate with MoneyGram and other places that accept cash, or no?
Most of the MVNOs don't. That's why they have the stores. They usually only deal with the credit cards.
How do you integrate with billing systems? Because there's a whole billing process for prepaid, so that the carrier stops your signal if if you're out of cash. How do you integrate with the complex billing systems?
It's actually not very difficult because they already have the plans. So all you have to just say, you just purchase a plan, you send an API call to the billing system that the plan was purchased. They add it to the customers. They do all the billing. When it's expired, it's just the 30 days plan or.
And how would you segment your market based on the last question? What exactly within the MVNO sphere, where will you be focusing? What kind of MVNOs?
People that they actually compete in the dealer market, dealer and retail market for unbanked and underbanked customers, people with no credit card, no bank account, which is over 60 million people in the US.
So you're going to go direct to the customer, not through the MVNO? Is that your model?
We do not have to because we're already connected to the aggregator, but we believe that's the best place to go because it's much easier. You talk to an MVNO and your app is already on all their phones, rather than going one by one to the customers. So MVNOs would be the best and the easiest way to get all the subscribers.
Okay, thank you very much, KashBay. Let's thank KashBay for presentation. Thank you.